Good morning, everybody. What do you think? 20,000 possible? Not too far. Let's take a look. It's within striking distance. Just move out of this consolidation, gap up. Be good if it was gapping up today. Things are pretty quiet. Not There isn't any news today of significance. And we'll see where things shape up. All right, I just thought we'd take a look at that. It's just been kind of in a march higher. I saw, and as much as things are up as well, the Nasdaq 100, semiconductors, S&Ps, whatever. Um, I see in the news this morning, I don't know who Evercore is or whoever they are. They raised their target on the S&P to 6,000, and Citi uh, upgrades U.S. stocks. So are they Johnny come latelys? We'll see. I just marked it on my chart, on my TC 2000. I like to put little notes in there to see what things are happening in at moments where, is it extended? I used to keep track of, the guys with the ponytails on the TV, the buying calls on certain stocks. Most of the time, those didn't work out. Sometimes they did. But yeah, just keeping track of some history. Yep, those are the guys. So we'll see. Let's take a look around, see where things are at. Flat, up a little bit, little breakout failure there. Nasdaq futures trend up. Got a Friday's low, and as we look around other markets, you see a couple of days going sideways there. So that low is going to be short-term support, significant as to breaking multiple days. If it does that, and there's the unfilled gap, we'll take a look. S&Ps, still obviously bullish. Another little wider range bar, trading in the upper third there, sideways mess for the moment. And yeah, Friday's low. See if it continues to move higher. Now, let's look at the Dow. The Dow, well, these are the transports, broke down on Friday, and it was able to pushed it back up there in the afternoon to get back inside that little consolidation. But on a closing basis, it's a new low, and opening the door to this move down. So there's a lot of charts um, of sectors. If when you start looking around as to the weakness under the hood, and you look at the breadth, and clearly it's terrible for markets pushing up to new all-time highs. To see that like that. So that's one way of looking under the hood. Another way is just looking at different sectors and seeing what they're doing. So other than tech and semis, which marching higher, and then you start looking around and seeing whether it's the Dow, the Russell, that breaking down, like obviously heading lower. Regional banks, on the edge here, and then internet just going nowhere. Retail, same thing. You just start looking around, and then airlines starting to look like they're going to roll, and so there's a lot of things out there that make these new all-time highs questionable. But we'll see how far they go or not. Let me see where SPY is. So looks like down a little bit. almost unchanged. And still haven't figured out why this isn't updating, but basically unchanged. Everybody waiting to see who's going to do what. But excuse me, below that low, unfilled gap, clear as a bell. If it clears, it takes out these highs. Well, we'll see how high it goes. Uh, SPX, things got much tighter from what they were. The put side was so far away, it was a no-brainer pretty much. Uh, so things have gotten tighter and within striking distance right now. Clearly, bullish uptrend. If it takes us up, you don't want to be in front of that. And if it should take out this low, clearly it can go down there. So it does not the best today, but so far things aren't moving. See which way things go as we get going. Interest rates just grinding its way lower now. Wide range bar down. Factory work stay in the lower half. If it does, it's chopping around there. Look for it to go lower. I guess 4%, give or take. So now we got interest rates going down and the dollar going up because they're cutting their rates over in Europe. So we've got the euro dropping, and you can see the other currencies here red, but pound starting to roll over. And so the disconnect from what we've seen in the past, where interest rates and the dollar moving together either helped the market or hindered it. And now, the dollar, moving higher because of, interest rate, the connection to interest rates short term and those other currencies. So that disconnect not having the same effect. Whereas if interest rates were going up and this was going up, market coming down. Oil's going up. Got what appears is shaping up as a downside shakeout. So, with the crude oil futures or USO, set an alert up here. If it starts to break out, that could be something that influences the market. The inflation that we hear about enough already, but what's going to help bring it down and everything that the markets want as far as marching toward that rate cut. Bitcoin couldn't clear the highs. I was just in the trading range. Thought it was going to go higher. It's not doing it. Gold, trading range, got alert set. Silver don't look great, but it's on the 50, on minor support. No pattern here to suggest it's ready to move or continue its move. Not ready yet. It would be great to get a bigger bottoming tail bar, something like that, where it would break lower and come back up again. So nothing there. And there's just not much happening here this morning. See if get any indication on this ETF. Well, I mean, transports just look like they're going to go lower, and the Russell. So we'll see if these markets can continue their march higher. Can this get up to 20,000 this week? This is a quarterly options expiration and typically becomes a turning point. So I think the beginning of the week where that's the opportunity for these markets to move up if they're going to do that, continue to move up, because there's no news risk. And the last time we had that, the markets moved higher, and then whatever economics news is coming out at the latter part of the week, it's just the same old. So, and we'll just have to keep an eye here on financials and see what may continue lower or not, and find stocks that are moving. Well, yours, Dan.
You got me early here. Setting some alarms. Second. Got this IG trade. There we go. I was posting this IG trade VST. Nice breakdown, daily, weekly, monthly there, IG. No, not VST. Never. Never breakdown. Look, daily, weekly, monthly. Look at that. Just a power liquidation downtrend. So yeah, it looks fantastic. You gave me a couple of them, but I just wrote these down. I set some alarms, pins, 4380 alarm. VST is a potential double bottom, right? First buy setup failed. Now it's a retest of that prior reversal. So I set an alarm, 88. USAC, I have an alarm, continuation breakdown, a little sloppier, wide and whippy bars, but I'll watch it. Index, it's a bare rectangle at the bottom. It's on major support though, so I'm not in a rush to get into it. But you got a bear 1, 2, 3 on the weekly, so sure, we'll watch it. YouTube here, row 4. Or beyond. That's a beautiful buy setup with a 1, 2, 3. That's a little Johnny beautiful buy setup. Now it's not the same one with a rising 20, rising 50, but that's fine. You got this blast move and you got to pull back. You got 2 range expansion bottoming tails. You got an inside bar. You got a bullish 15-minute chart. So it looks great. I'll put that in this bottom right. I see it, at least in the minder, shows it up a little bit. So yeah, looks great. All right, so even, we say this a lot, even though I'm not trading the broader markets, we have a ton of bullish things. I mean, I had much more than I would have expected. And let's just go through a couple of them here. Microsoft's a continuation pattern, all-time highs. Walmart, sloppy kind of buy setup, but bullish price action at 20. UHS, bull kind of rectangle. I like the 2 bottoming tails. Dell alarm just went off. I posted that. So it's, a bullish turn at the 50. Support. Buy setup weekly. Now it's not quality enough for me to want to swing it really, but let's do a 130 put spread. And that was an early alarm. The real alarm is over Thursday's high. Oh, now my real alarm just went off. 131.20. All right, so Dell does it go with the open if it opens up here? Those are all my alarms. Let's just continue on this list. Spot. It's another sloppy failed buy setup. Yeah, the buy setup was here and it failed, but that doesn't mean that they can't set up again. And so that's what happened here. I have a 180 reversal after making a lower low at the 20. Ideally, we'll get an inside bar, so I'm not in a rush for that. Now below, it's a bear 1, 2, 3. I have an alarm at 158.50. Obviously, I always look at oil before I trade an oil stock. Shack. It's on Alex list, closing breakdown. It's gapping up, which is good, because then you can set an alarm now. PLD, a little buy setup after breakout. I set an alarm. MyGen, same gap breakout, buy setup, target 25. I have an alarm. MIC 1, 2, 3 and a strong uptrend. It shows it here gapping up $10, but if I don't see volume, I don't trust it. But that's a beast. Manpower, I'd rather a pullback but strong. These are all on Alex's list. LRCX strong. I noticed semi strong again. Look at NVIDIA. Same old story, gap an all-time high. Look at Taiwan semiconductor, same gap and all-time highs. Look at that. This one's sloppier to trade because it's an ADR. But wow. Now we're going to be talking about bottoming patterns, MT Live, a week from Wednesday, because Wednesday is a holiday. And, you know, I love bottoming patterns that start with a breakdown failure. And that's what TSM was on the weekly right here. You had a 180, bullish price action, red bar ignored. I mean, this was a viable breakout. And then here's another one. And I'm fairly confident that, you know, NVIDIA and the SMHs would have also been strong at those same points in time. Like KMB, gap breakout. KMB is usually a boring stock. All right, so I wanted to see how big the void was on the monthly. No rush, but ideally I would like to see this pull down and trade under these 2 bars lows. And then I have a better reference point of a stop loss. Because I have very low confidence that, you know, these 2 lows will hold. Form, continuation pattern, double bottom, CLS. Wow, this trade's weird on the 15. I immediately looked down at volume. But it's at resistance, but if it can, Friday was a continuation bar. So 30-minute high. Looks like it can chug its way up to 60. So that's worth watching. Sam mentioned liquid. Not a great weekly void, but it's a buy setup on the monthly from a bottoming pattern. And just eyeballing this is a new low plus. Snapped right back. So buyers sure stepped up at this valuation down here, 104, 105, 104. Cough looks lower, but I don't short things from the top of the range to the bottom. So we need a continuation pattern. LPX buy setup, but gapping down. So let's set an alarm at 93 now. You know what? That 93 is too far away. So I'm going to delete this one because of the gap down. GEF. Why am I looking at you? I don't know. That's a big mess. I got an upgrade or something. That's why. Yeah, these are a couple of BBY got an upgrade. Bullish monthly. Look at that. Monthly is a breakout. So you can watch a pullback. AAP. I forget the news. They were in the news of something, I don't know. Yeah, Greg mentioned all the problems under the hood in the weekend video, all the sectors, but and he also mentioned, France having their recall or new election, whatever, and that rocked Europe last week. So EWG is Germany, but yeah, a lot of these got whacked big time, but a lot of them are climbers now. So as a trader, I need to trade the bounce. There's that TSM, but nothing to do with it. Turner, big old gap, 450. I mean, it might give you a day trade, but you're still swimming upstream. Res, Alex mentioned, I like this real estate fund. Big old inverse head and shoulder, closing breakout daily, weekly, monthly. It's a light volume, but it's an ETF, so I don't mind trading these. Just use a limit order. Greg mentioned XLRE in the video, another real estate one. Got UDR closing breakout. I forget that's in the letter. Let me set an alarm. I'll just do it 40 spot 31. May or may not go off at the open. MAA. These bars are wide and whippier, but it's same sector, same strength, daily, weekly, monthly. So maybe 30-minute high on that. RSG, inverse head and shoulder, bottoming pattern. Target 192-ish. Rawlings, we were watching Friday, and I didn't chase it, but Thursday was a nice continuation pattern after Wednesday's breakout. Block, we're in ETF letter. XLY broke out, pulled back. We'll see if that can stabilize. Folks, day trade could be a short. PSA. I like this for higher. I just didn't like the reward to risk for a 1, 2, 3 because your stop has to be on Thursday's low. Team, kind of a pseudo 1, 2, 3, but it's down from 220, so that could also be a very sloppy start of a bottoming pattern. That's a mess. Reg's 1, 2, 3. TKO closing breakdown. I have an alarm at 105. Again, some of these breakdowns, I didn't know about the reward to risk, but this looks like it'll go to 50. I remember Rex was another one. No, not Rex. I forget what it was. Tech Rex? I forget. No. Shack. Closing breakdown. We talked about that. That's a mess. Yeah, these look like they're old alerts now. TTD. Now, this is sloppy, but it's a consolidation pattern in an uptrend. Bullish weekly, monthly. So if it can take out Thursday's red bar, then that would be a continuation pattern. PCG, they had a positive Barron's article and it's gapping down. I'm going to set an alarm 1831. because that's another one. Oh, I had it 1840. That's another one. If it goes over this red bar, it's a red bar north breakout. AMD's been lagging. There's been a lot of talk like this is a big heavy hitter competitor to NVIDIA, but the charts really doesn't show that. I would say TSM is a better competitor. And then remember this SMCI used to be bullish. We have a put spread on this. It's also a 1, 2, 3. I just didn't like the target for a swing, but we're already in this as a put spread. Starbucks had a positive Barron's article, but no pattern. Home Depot gapping down. Another bottoming pattern. New low failure, double bottom, deep retracement. MA is flattening out. So if it is gapping down here, let's set an alarm at 346. See if it can come back. I have one 348 already. Hasbro, it got an upgrade on Friday. It's a bullish gap, bullish close, but there's no void. But it does look like an intermediate term low. Corning, I think, had a positive Barron's, so that's off and running. Zulu, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. EQY, another one of these European ETFs got whacked. Otis making the turn here. So here's another example of a failed buy setup, takes out the stop, and it reverses. So I have an alarm up here somewhere. GE, big topping pattern. We need a bounce though. CRBG looks like a day trade short under Friday's low. Stop over this 15-minute pivot, 2880. Kex, this was the other one. That was a breakdown. I mentioned target 50. You could day trade it, stop over this 117.20. I have an alarm at 115.50 or 60. Let me check. 115.75. So that I like as a day trade short. Teradyne buy setup. I have an alarm. Pins. I have an alarm. And then I actually mentioned that one too. Pelletier. Sloppy buy setup. Let me set an alarm 2370. I have one 2365. That's fine. Cyber. That's a breakout over Friday's high. Texan's been weak also, breakout failure. Actually, that's a day trade short now. Let's wait about 10 minutes, and if that cannot bounce, I like that as a day trade short. I got it in a window. Walmart. Okay, alarm. So that TKO day trade 5-minute low. Cyber alarm. Nothing to do. It was an early alarm. Form. 30-minute high maybe. Greg XBI low alarm. Bad boy. I mean, it's still not stopped out, but Nevro alarm. All right, so Nevro's a go. Let me check that Dell. ANET as a beast, without a doubt. AMD low alarm. So this is a call spread idea. Look at Dell rocking. So I seriously doubt we're going to get filled. So shoot, but that was a nice pattern. I just saw it going by the ticker result. Microsoft up alarm. So that's a beast. You can do I gave a call debit spread and also a put spread. Let me see what the call debit spread is. We're going to do the, oh shit, I gave the wrong date. Um, I meant to do June 28th to give it more time. So let me see what that is. 445, 455. All right, I'll fix it right now. It's 350 now. CLS, let me look. CLS. Yeah, it's just with the market coming in here, I don't want to rush, but I like it. CLS, I'll put it in the bottom right. SYY. Alarm, we are short this. I forget where our stop is. SYY. Seventy 90. All right, that stuff helped break even. Let's see, Microsoft put spread. I gave this. Let me check the premium. Ah, I gave the wrong date on this one too. Darn it. That's because I copy pasted. I'm gonna fix that. Home Depot alarm, so it recovered some of that. The fangs, a couple fangs are selling off here. Microsoft the strongest. AMD ugly in the video, pulling in a little. But Amazon Meta 15-minute trader ugly. 435, 430. All right. So ignore that Microsoft. Ignore it. So wow, it's $1.03 now. That is massive. Oh, for a $5 wide, $5 wide with having a day of earnings off Wednesday. That's a lot of premium. Microsoft coming in too, so I'm in no rush for longs. Diamond, Diamond's actually holding up, and IWM holding up. Not no patterns, but holding up.
Uber's trying to make a turn here. Not ready yet, but showing a little relative strength.
Mhm.
Well, see where it closes. But like this, it'll be lower.
Um, my bad. I was looking at the wrong quotes on Microsoft put spread. All right, so it's 65. All right, so let me fix this again.
Costco looks like it's going to go up forever, Alex.
I know. I know that
I mean, it could be bought. I mean, you know where to put the stop. Just look at the hourly, of course. If it takes out Friday's low, it's going to take out Thursday's for sure. But it looks good. Yeah, PLTR mentioned in social media there. Pavel, bottoming pattern. Weekly's in an uptrend. Okay, it's okay. My concern with it, not a concern. I think you have to put the stop below Friday's low, but I just don't like that with this pattern. But anyway, maybe it'll continue going up.
which one?
PLTR.
PLTR. I don't get that. I mean, Pelletier?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Palantir. PLTR.
I was hearing you say T is in tango. Uh, there's no great pattern there. Even getting on board a moving train is, I think, kind of late there.
Not DL, PL.
Yeah, cost is a beast. AMD call spread. This is in the weekend letter. Can anybody confirm? Oh, Texan I mentioned. I see it weak. So AMD 165. No, right now it's only 31, but it triggered a while ago, but I still don't think why I don't know. It fell $3 already. My gen alarm, but I'd like it better if it closed like this and then tomorrow over the high. Green, yeah, it's a good continuation pattern. Yeah, let me set an alarm because I like the talking to. Set it at 2:30 even. Give a heads up. EXCM alarm. Ah, this is the one we shorted on Friday, and I wish we waited for the 5-minute low. Still hadn't hit the stop, but definitely not working. Back alarm, Alex, that's yours. So let's see, it gave up that gap, so that's better. Lulu, trying to make the turn here also. All right, the CLS, I'll set an alarm now. 57. I wasn't in a rush to get into any longs. Microsoft's the only one we did. And that Florida, I was still watching. So I'm going to take it off my list now. I wanted to see if it would reverse here at that prior low. And obviously, it's not. Hood, we have a covered call, not acting right. But we rolled the covered calls 4 times. So it gave us a great cost basis. Walmart is good to go over the highs. HPE, we have a covered call. Old Trump. Now we got a nice new stop here. 37.62. Yeah, I don't know where the target is on Trump. That is a long way to fall. I'm just gonna make one up. Yeah, don't know. Go through our opens. Oh, our Autodesk. Shoot, we have a half lot. You know what? Let's just sell it. Just sell it. That was a nice inverse head and shoulder we bought them. Made $11 on it. MCI. And let's set no alarms. This thing can move. 65 H1. Golf Lima, not doing anything. That was short. Oh, our hood stock was 2205. So it did. That was a real stock. I thought it was a fake one. Not fake, but you know what I mean. Early. Wow, we were in that for almost a month. He was dead money. My gin. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I was hoping it would just stay there and close like that, but yeah, looks good. Target 25, I'd say. All right, cyber, we have a bank put spread that's going nowhere, which is fine. Let's see where we're at there, the 240, 230. Midpoint 45. Cyber, another good example, going absolutely nowhere, but making money on the put spread. Google. Yeah, we like it over the highs. I think I read in the journal that they settled a class action, which is, I'm assuming, no, they got Zillow and class C, and then this one's class A. Well, that Dell turned out to be a nice little day trade if you chase. Bitcoin coming in. Oh, I forgot to send my buddy this chart. One of my Bitcoin traders texted me something over the weekend. A stupid, ugly line chart of the weekly. He sent me a line chart of this weekly Bitcoin. Here, I'm going to quote it to you, see what you all say. He says, cup in hand. He says, how is this not the greatest cup and handle of all time? I said, cup and handles. He was pointing to the monthly. And I said, cup and handles are not far from the 20. And he says it's going to go to 120,000. He says, that data is in stone. Thank me later. I go, oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. And then I responded, I'm like, look, what I can tell you with absolute certainty is I will tell you using my approach when I think it's bullish to enter. That's all I can tell you. And it ain't now. So let me send him a screenshot of this. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even opine on what crap he sent me. I'm like, dude, I gotta look at my own charts. I don't trust anything except my own charts. ALGM, or do you mean Algem? No, I guess you do mean this. Yeah, I like 15 minutes. Sure, you can day trade short that. Sure. Stop over 28.40. Sure, I like it. AD line gapped up from Friday's horrific levels, but they're still negative all day. Same with tick, spending most of the day negative. Yields are up. But yeah, this looks good to short. Day trade, I like it. VIX. VIX could be a bottoming pattern, but that thing's hard to trade and it can stay low, but just making an observation.
Bio looks good. I'll see how it closes. Another bottoming pattern. BIO, medical devices sector. Airbnb bottoming.
Cues are still fine. That's a grinder on the 15, but got a rising 20. Hourly's in an uptrend, rising 45-degree angle, 20 MA. Bidding, I mean, I do. No, guess not.